Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 56 of our All the Mod 6 to the Sky Let's Play series. Where today we needed to deal with our power issues. Not so much issues, but our power overage, I guess. We need somewhere to put all our power. So we go back in here into our bigger reactor. It's finally filled up on all of its fuel, so it's kind of just chilling now. And we're sitting at about 8.6 thousand uranium. So it put about 1,000 uranium into this, 1,500 really. I love these create redstone links. They are super fantastic. So the way that these ports work is, as I guesstimated, each one can only do one of these tabs. So you need two. So what I have right here, and I don't know why this reset. The UI is really weird, but it works. But we have this set so that trigger while below 95% power, it will emit a redstone signal. This redstone link will catch it, which has a uranium, because the theme. Uranium, this is the transmitter, so it will transmit to this one, which also has uranium marked with the receiver, as you can see. And this guy is set to turn on with a signal. And we can demonstrate this if I were to go in here and I were to change this to trigger while above. It will kick on, reactor turned on, and you can see here we're producing a lot of power. Like, look at that, 150,000 RF per tick. That's ridiculous. But we want it to be on while below in order to, make sure that we can manage all of this stuff. Yeah, so our reactor turns off when we don't need it. And we're not just blowing through uranium for no reason. So what we want to do is work on getting an induction matrix. And I was like, oh, okay, well, in between episodes, let me teach the system how to make a, ultimate, let's just do mechanism ultimate. Let's just say, okay, we got our providers, our induction matrix and everything. Let's look up induction. I was like, okay, I made us some induction casings, made 128, more than what we're going to need. But I was like, hey, what the heck? Again, we have an infinite amount of resources, essentially, Skyblock, so we're good to go. So I made those, and then I'm like, all right, let's get our induction provider kicked off, because I know the craft is going to take me a little while, but we need lithium dust. Forgot about this portion. In order to make the induction items, including the basic induction cell, you need lithium dust. So we got to get into lithium. Lithium with Mekanism is pretty easy. You just need thermal evaporation machines. You need two of them, so we're going to go ahead and begin crafting those. So we need thermal evap. How many of these we're going to end up needing, I'm not entirely sure. We need two of these, because the first one is going to create us brine from water, and then the second one is going to create us lithium from brine. So we need two running pretty much constantly. So let's go ahead and just, the height that we make them is completely dependent on us. So it just depends on how many I want to do, or how tall I want to make them. We'll start with 128 and see where we go with that. We're going to need two controllers, and we're going to need 4 valves. And then we're going to have to do work with the things, but yeah, we'll get to that point. And then, in order to make this work, it's a thermal evaporation. Thermal meaning heat. We need to provide heat to them. In order to do that, we need advanced solar generators. Couple options. I mean, you could use Mekanism's resistive heater, provide it power, and that will generate, heat for the system to run off of. But solar generators work fantastic for this. You can put one on each corner, and whoa, we're missing 60 lapis. Are you kidding me? How much lapis? What is your issue here? What is using lapis? None of these recipes. You're going to use more than 4,000 lapis, is what you're telling me, to make 4 of these advanced solar generators? No. Did I have 64 hit or something? Did I do something weird? Like, I don't understand what that was about. Oh no, I need 8. Yeah, I do need 8 of these. One for each corner of the thing. Wow, you're going to use 4,000 lapis to do this. That is something else. It's because it needs these photoelectric 864 photoelectric panes. What? It's because you need, oh my gosh. For each one of these requires 4 of these solar generators. Each solar generator requires 3 solar panels. Each solar panel requires 3 power solar panels. And each power solar panel, power solar panel requires these photoelectric panes. And each photoelectric pane requires 4 lapis. I see why it needs so much, but holy cow, that's a lot. We'll just go with 4, put 1 on each corner. To be honest, actually, at this point, the resistive heater may be the better option. What in the world was that? What the heck just exploded? There's nothing near here. What just exploded? Something up there must have exploded. I'm not into pneumaticraft or anything, so there's nothing. What? Anyway, yeah, I think the resistive heater might be the way to go. Just because of simply how much that uses, and man. We'll just do 4. Go ahead and craft it. Do the thing. All right. We'll just do the 4. It's the more efficient way. It doesn't use any power to actually do the work. So let's grab those, and those, and then we need to decide where we want to put them. Since we're using the thermal stuff, we need to put them, outside, which means they're going to go somewhere around our base here. So let's think about this. Over here, does this look okay? If we put these here, they're not the best looking machines, but they work. Okay, so let's break this. So what we're going to need to do is set up 2 of these things. And I kind of want to set them up so that they, make sense. Maybe back here. They are going to be automated. Like, we're not going to have to do anything with them. And I think it has to be a 5x5. Does that seem right? Or is it a 4x4? I think it's a 4x4 actually. Because it always bothered me that the controller is offset. Yeah, so it's a 4x4. And we can validate this if we put the controller down and we finish building this. But it always bothered me that the controller is not centered, which tells me that this is correct. Yep, there we go. All right, so that is a valid craft, or a valid machine. So what we're gonna do, we need to have water inputting here, and the brine is gonna output here. So let's get a valve and a valve. And these can be, like I said, we can have these as high as we absolutely want to. What did I do? I kept the space. We're gonna mirror it, so that one's gonna go on that side. Like, I don't know how much of this lithium dust we're going to need. Eventually, we do have to get into some deeper mechanism. So maybe getting more would be beneficial to us. This is kind of a far run for this, but whatever. Valve it means I'm going to have a pipe running all the way across there, but I kind of wanted it like, centered there and mirrored across the middle. Maybe I should move them closer so that there's only a 1 block. It messes up my path, though, is the issue. But then again, my path is going to be messed up if I have to run a pipe all the way across. Whatever. For now, whatever. So let's just build up until we run out of thermal evaporation blocks, I guess. Can we do another row on each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we have almost enough. Or, well, more than enough. We'll have 2 spares. Okay. And then what we want to do is actually break this corner. And we'll do this corner, and then this corner, and this corner. And that's where our solar cells are going to go. So solar panels. You're going to place one here and one here, and then here and here. And those will generate the heat. And we could actually hook them up and get the power that they're generating, because they're generating 77 RF per tick per, but not necessary. Okay, so let's get this started. So what we need is a sink to sit next to this guy to give him water. So we're gonna have a sink, and then we're gonna get a fluid pipe. We're gonna want upgrades on all of these. So let's go to pipes. We're gonna want, let's just. We don't need that many. Let's just do 10 of these for now. I mean, we have infinite resources, but let's not be dumb about it. It's infinite over time, not immediate. What we want to do is put as much water into this as we can. The faster the water can go in, the more brine it'll be able to produce. Water's going in, brine is being produced, and we're producing 28 millibuckets per tick. Its temperature is 561, and it's going to get higher as these things build up. And if we put 2 more, it will get even hotter, produce brine even faster. But unfortunately, that's out of our control at the moment. So what we're going to do is run this ugly pipe all the way across here and have this run into there. Not do that. Not do that either. Wow. And this is going to get the brine, and it's going to produce liquid lithium. Bam. No power needed for it. All automated on its own, but ugly. Maybe we should do the lithium production in the back so that we don't see because this is going to have machines sticking out to the side. Maybe that is what I want to do. Let's go here. And we're going to do this and this. And then we'll do the same with we'll do the same with the sink. That way it's all, organized. You're going to go there. Sink is going to go here. Bam and bam. Okay. So you're getting your water again, and you're doing your thing, producing brine all the way over here. Lithium. You are not extracting. What happened there? Oh, because it broke. Duh. What you don't want to do is break your machine again. If every time you break it, because it resets the multi-block, it's resetting the output on the pipe. Okay, so then we need to have that lithium come out of there, right? In order to make lithium dust, the recipe for this is a chemical crystallizer of lithium. In order to make lithium, we have to put the liquid lithium into a rotary condensator, right? Put it in decondensating mode, and that will make gas lithium, not liquid lithium. So what we need to do is get a rotary condensator set up first. Luckily, all this stuff is available on Craft, so we can set this up pretty easily. It is going to require power, so we're going to need to get a flux point. And this will be our lithium production flux point. What we can do is output from here. Where is my morphing tool? Set you up there. Bam. Excuse me. Bam. And then you will start getting lithium once I put you onto decondensating. You have liquid lithium and you're producing lithium. Easy as that. And we need to give it power, which we can do here. And this is our lithium production. Lithium production. And it's actually going to be lithium dust production. There we go. Okay. So that is now lithium dust. And I upgraded this, correct? Yes. So then we need to get a chemical crystallizer made. And again, we have the ability to craft all of this, so it's not too bad. And the chemical crystallizer is going to take the lithium that gets output from this guy and convert it into lithium dust. A couple more things we're going to want. I think we're not going to want a detector because I don't have refined storage over here. What we're going to want is, what are we going to want? I don't want infinite lithium. I want it to stop, like back stuff, turn these machines off when we have lithium produced. Not having refined storage over here, though, is kind of a problem because I don't have any way to detect that. Unless I set up a network receiver over here, and that's just a lot of work. So maybe I'll just get a drawer. And we'll just set a drawer up on this, and when we need lithium, we can come grab it. It's not ideal. I like having everything in our system for crafting, but it would be the best way to shut this off. We need a power pipe. Don't know how much power this is going to use, to be honest with you. I shouldn't have broke that or put that back yet. 256 RF per tick. Let's get a improved upgrade. I don't think we need the ultimates anymore. Yeah, 8,000 RF a tick. I'm pretty sure that's more than enough for the chemical crystallizer. You can go there, and then we can put the drawer on top, and we will lock it. Put you away. Okay. So we're going to do, you have lithium. You are going to output. Lithium is a gas. We're going to reset everything. And you are going to output to the right. Auto eject on. And it already did. Went into the chemical crystallizer. Chemical crystallizer is going to have items, which is the default tab. We're going to say items, output to the top, nothing else. Auto eject. It's not going to do it right now, though, because we don't have a piece of lithium in there. But now, once it does it, boop, should automatically go into there. And that's about it. That's our lithium dust production. We are definitely going to want some mechanism upgrades. So let's get energy. We're going to need 16 of these. And we can do speed. And I don't know if that's going to use gas. So let's just get gas upgrades. We'll see if it can support them. I could have checked by actually, looking in the UI, but that's a lot of work. Who wants to do all that work, At mech upgrade. I ended up with an ultimate thing in my inventory, and I don't know why. Did this? Yeah, wait, no, what did happen there? Why did that do that? Oh, I cycled the inputs because fluids input is on. Yeah. Sometimes the way that works is like really annoying. Gas upgrade. Can you take that? No. Well, we tried. Speed upgrade, though, you definitely can take. The only caveat with this system is it only works during the nighttime or during the daytime because these guys can't produce their stuff at night. But yeah, basically that's full, and this is not outputting the lithium gas output to the right. Auto eject. Weird. Gas is input, yes, and lithium dust is being produced. We have 35. In order to make our induction matrix, we need a total of 256 lithium. So basically, at this point, it's just a waiting game until this is done and can process all of this lithium that we have. Do we have a backstuffing? You know what's coming. We do have a backstuff of it, so let's just help it out. Speed along. And we ran out of power. Okay, well, we almost doubled our production, so we'll be there. So we'll come back once we get enough lithium dust, and then we can do the thing. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, and we have 304 lithium dust. I did discover that there is in the drawers mod a redstone upgrade, which will emit a signal for total storage. So when this fills up, does that say it's going to emit a redstone signal of 15 and then shut this off? I did set this to redstone detection normal, so when it gets a redstone signal, it should shut off. I believe that's mechanism. Normal means off. No, inverted. No. Wait a minute. That's not correct. That's not correct. I'd have to put it on the top. Well, we'll see what happens. But let's turn it back on. We want redstone mode normal. so that it operates. Once it gets a redstone signal, it turns off. We'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and take this lithium dust that we have out now, pop it into here, and then we can go to our Mekanism Induction stuff and get 2 of these. Well, 1 of each. Missing 4 elites. Did I not teach it how to make? I swear I did, because that was part of the recipe. Well, maybe we're ready to go. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, look, elite induction provider. What is it I'm crafting now? The ultimate induction provider. Okay, so at mech induction cell. Elite induction cell. Oh, I didn't teach you any of these. Okay. All right, well, you need to know how to make these. And then you need to know how to make these. And then you need to know how to make these. I swear I taught it all this, but I guess not. Okay. So now if we do mechanism induction and we ask for an induction cell, ooh, we need more lithium dust. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and start building the thing that we need, and then we can figure out the rest from there. Induction ports, I'm going to need 2 of these. And let's go check on our lithium dust. We need another 170 because each of these required 256 apparently. How much do you have in you? You telling me you have none? What's going on? I'm so confused. So it shut off when it had none. Someone explain that to me in the comments. I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and accelerate that. I didn't mean to go that far. I meant to do 16 times. But anyway, let's go into our mechanism area and build ourselves an induction matrix, because this area has room for this, right? Yeah. So we're going to need power in, power out. So we can just, we don't have to go crazy with this. We can just do a 5x5, 3x3 internal. That's probably even more than what we need, to be honest with you. But basically you can build this however you want. It's the internal space that matters. But we will plan for expansion, essentially. And since I made so many induction casings, why not? That gives us 2x2 inside. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good to me. And bam, that is a valid structure, though it needs 2 things. We're going to need to put a plug onto this and a point. We need our induction ports. Why are those held up? It's because the machine it's stuck making all the other stuff. It's trying to do all this. There are 518 of those before it can even get to this. This is done. You don't need to be doing that. So basically, we've just completely bottlenecked our whole mechanism system over here, even though these are upgraded tiers. Kind of. These aren't. These are upgraded, yes. Speed and energy. Goodness gracious. That's as fast as you go. Oh, you're bottlenecked by not having enough redstone in you. I see what's going on. Well, we can fix that. Take it. This isn't ideal. This isn't the way I like to do this, but the other thing's taking too long. We burnt through faster than we can produce. Our automation failed us. Essentially is what that's saying. I don't know why you're in there. Mechanism can use redstone for power, which is why it's accepting it in that slot. Yeah. Well, let's just get this full. Give me that. Okay. All right. Now maybe it'll be able to keep up. I don't know. This thing is it's trying its best is basically what we're getting at here, but I don't know how well it's going to be able to maintain. Okay, and that's how it's done. Quickly, we got our induction matrix after, fixing that issue. That induction cell. Let's go ahead and get this guy cooked up and it'll start crafting. I did pull more lithium from over there, and we will get it set up to do what it needs to do. And then next episode, you'll be able to see it live in action, most likely. Should be next episode. Maybe by the end of this episode. We got a few minutes left, so we'll see. It just depends on how fast that craft can complete. Oh, we ran out of flux dust. Are you kidding me? Where? Oh my gosh, that makes this a massive pain. I just need a flux plug. Okay, well, we'd have to steal it from there. Well, whatever. Okay. Not bigger reactor, mechanism. Let's go ahead and get this set up, and then I'm going to have to fix all this stuff. Because what's going to happen is we're going to have a flux point on both sides of this. Where did I put that? On the second set? Yes. So we're going to have a induction port, and then the nice thing with this is you can set these induction providers anywhere inside of here. Doesn't matter. It can go anywhere. Close it up, and now we're going to see we have the capability to input... we have the capability to input what the ultimate induction provider allows us, which is a lot. 52 million RF in and out. We can't do anything until this induction cell is done, though, so we're kind of just sitting in limbo at the moment. But what we need to do is set up a point. Oh, we're out of points, too. Man, we really need to get flux dust. Can I craft the point? No. Son of a gun. All right. We'll be back again. Let me get flux dust. Bear with me. Okay. If you weren't aware, you can use a flux block instead of obsidian to make this. And I forgot about this. I do have a mod spotlight coming on Flux Networks, though, which is where I figured this out. Or, well, it reminded me of this. But if you take a flux block, it will act as obsidian if it's not been disabled in the pack. So if we grab some redstone and we throw it in here, boop, and we left click, bam, we got flux dust. Easy as that. So yeah, just a little trick for you there if you didn't know. Flux block counts as obsidian, or counts as a bedrock for the purpose of creating flux dust. Anyway, so now that we got that going, let's go ahead and get ourselves the plug that we need. Flux plug. That's you. And the flux point. Okay. And how is that induction cell doing? Perfect. It's done. Okay. So what we want to do is pop inside of here. That's a building gadget, not a shrinking device. Pop inside of our mechanism area, and we're going to put this induction cell inside of here. Bam. And then fill this guy back up. And now we can see we have a capacity of 1.6 trillion RF. So what we want to do is take our flux point. We're going to set this to our input. Where is my morphing tool? This does have modes, so you have to shift right click. This is going to be our input. And from our input network, it's going to provide energy to our induction casing. Okay, so it's filling up. On this side, we are going to set this to an output, and this is going to be set on our output network with a limit disabled. And this is going to be our induction output, and this is our induction input. And so basically what's going to happen is this is going to act as our giant buffer battery. So like we have over in this area for our lava power, how this is acting as our battery, this is power output and power input. It's the reverse. So we actually honestly don't need this anymore. All of this is going to be feeding into our battery over here. So we can take off the lava input and the power output and get rid of this. So these are all going to our input network. And then we have our point that goes to our mechanism guy. That point is on our input network, and it is outputting straight into our induction matrix. And then this guy is going to our input network. Make sense? I think it does. To me, it does. I hope to you guys it does. But now if we go to our bigger reactor, it's probably turned on. Yes, because all of that power drained out. And so this guy is producing 156,000 RF per tick. What I want to do is go back here and make sure the limit on this is disabled, so it can just go as fast as it possibly can. But yeah, we now have all of that power being dumped into this induction matrix. So we have an input right now of 191,000 and an output of about 7, jumping up to 23,000 for whatever machine's running. We could look. Network connections. What ends up using all of that power? Refined storage uses quite a bit. 3XOR processing is probably what jumps up to 20,000 when it needs to. But yeah, that's it. And this is going to slowly backstuff. Once this backstuffs, then our bigger reactor will backstuff and then shut itself off again, so we don't have to worry about that constantly running. And our uranium. I mean, we are burning through quite a bit of uranium, so we'll see. Probably going to be in our benefit to set up uranium seeds, so I will most likely do that in between episodes here. I'm going to store this battery so we have a backup battery in case it's ever needed. We break something or whatever ends up happening. But yeah, that is a quick run through really in one episode of an inductrix matrix and thermal evaporation. I did not mean to get rid of that concrete. That way we know we need to work on this. And concrete powder. Eventually we're going to automate concrete and concrete powder in all the colors because the All-the-Mod Star needs a bunch of different concretes and stuff. So, but yeah, we already have 720 million RF in here, close to 1 billion, which is not even close to the 1.6 trillion that this is capable of. Well, that works. And we could put another induction cell and matrix inside of there. Cell and provider inside of there if we wanted to. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead in between and craft these uranium seeds and get them planted just in case we end up running out of uranium, because that is a big reactor. And I don't have access to the control rods to throttle its usage. So it's using 22 millibuckets per tick, and I can't get to the control rods. So I could... on pulse. No, stop. Don't mess with that one. I could set up another one of those, pulse it to be able to move the control rods. I might do that in between episodes here too. That way I can at least pull them down so we're not burning through so much. I mean, yeah, 157 RF is great, but if we can control this a little bit, that'd be even better. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.